Dr. Z speaking to you from the year 20.23. This is QSAP broadcast 31. I will discuss gravity in this QSAP. Gravity does not exude waves, as some physicists in your time believe. Gravity is a result of movement within the grid. Gravity is based on the 4 dimensions of space-time. In a previous QSAP, I explained how matter moves through the grid. Mass requires the coalescence of grid sections during movement. The coalescence of grid sections causes an elongation and tension with the surrounding non-mass grid sections. This tension is experienced as gravity. Grid sections have a great tensile strength. As explained earlier, this great tensile strength is what allows wormholes to exist. As mass moves through the grid, it, quote unquote, consumes grid sections in the direction it is moving, quote unquote, stretching the non-consumed grid elements. The larger the mass, the more grid elements it consumes, the greater the resultant, quote unquote, gravity, again due to the elongation of the surrounding non-mass grid elements. Keep in mind that the trailing edge of the mass is, quote unquote, releasing grid sections back to the grid, with these sections under great elongation and tension, thus the resultant gravity. Please review the earlier QSAP for more information about gravity. On another note, you may recall that in a very early QSAP, as part of a prediction to validate my knowledge of your present and future and my past, I explained how destructive power was going to be unleashed in the Great Lakes area that would help divide the country into 2 parts. I sometimes speak in analogies. Is there some current event that this may be related to? And I would like to mention that I have mentioned several times, Japan is a great country with a great culture.